family. How are you doing? It is Marlene Saunders' show. I got too many channels. It is Life with Marlene. Your Florida vlogger. Welcome into today's live stream. I really appreciate every single one of you. Today, we're going to be talking about going for what's yours. And all this Monday, even though it's a holiday and all of those things, we still need motivation. We still need some get up and go, some encouragement and motivation. And I say to all of you, go for what is yours. Hey PMC, how are you doing? Welcome in. Go for what's yours. Yes, PMC. I hope you're enjoying it. Go for what's yours, everybody. I think that's very important motivation to start this week and also to start this month. Happy September to everybody. We are going to be talking about believing in ourselves, believing in our hopes, believing in our dreams. And today, that's something that I always like to start my month off very energized, very excited about my life. Hey, love baby. Hey, Miss Betty. How are you guys doing? Welcome in. Happy Monday. Today, we're going to be talking about going for what's ours. Is there something that you personally want right now in your life? I hope to bring you all some motivation and some encouragement on this Monday, this first day of September. I can't believe that we are very close to the end of the year. And if there's any goals that you had from the beginning of the year, that there's no time like the present for us to reevaluate, reset, and give ourselves the permission to go and get it. It's never too late, everybody. The only time it's too late is when you give up. We have the final say of everything, of how we feel, how we're going to deal with situations, how we will treat ourselves. It's all important. And you're important. I'm important. And the thing about it is, life is so difficult. I know that, everybody. Life is so difficult. Things are expensive, people are frustrating. And you can honestly want some changes. You can actually have these goals and want it, but navigating it in this life, that's a whole nother challenge because we still have the responsibilities of our families and to take care of them and provide, much less thinking about ourselves and what we personally are going through and dealing with. PMC says better to make an effort than never try at all. Everyone is more than capable of succeeding. Yes, we all are. You all are capable of getting, having, and achieving anything that you want. But you have to have that plan, and then you have to be consistent and persistent. See, that is where most people fall off. They start off really good, excited about something, but when they're not getting to their goals as fast as they want to, or if there's setbacks, they're going through something personally, they put their dreams on the side. No matter what is happening in our lives, we should never stop ourselves from our goals. You should never take your dreams for granted. You should never say that it's not going to happen for me. We have to be the one to get excited about our life and our plans and our goals and yeah, all of those things. And I get so excited when I see myself achieving things. And that's why I'm a person that I believe in the 30-day goal. Have something that you know that you can accomplish this very month. So it's the first day of September. So you have 29 days from now to start a goal, make a plan, and go for it and crush it. Does any of my gems family, do you have a 30-day goal? You should. The thing about a 30-day goal is it's very good for our encouragement because when you say you want to do something and you see yourself achieve it, you give yourself a boost. It's a boost of the mind, like, I really did it. So make yourself a goal. What do you want to achieve in the next 30 days? Write it down. Think about it. Meditate about it. And then get to action, because that is what counts the most, the action. And a lot of people are well meaning. They really want to, but they have no intention of doing anything about it. They just talk about it. And we want to do more than that, motivators. Okay? We want to do more than that, my motivated gems. We want to give ourselves that pat on the back that I can do this. I can succeed. There's nothing that can stop me. I will keep myself focused. And we all need that. We all need that boost and that encouragement to stay focused, stay the course. Don't give up. Don't listen to others' negativity. Keep yourself encouraged, you know? Keep your head up all the way to the sky. And I like what PMC says, better to make an effort than to not try at all. That's one of the things that I love, is giving myself that permission to say that even if things didn't work out, I'm not a failure. At least you can know in your head, I gave it my best try. I did the best that I could. So we don't fail, we learn. There's always lessons to be had. And that's one of the most positive and encouraging things that we can ever do. When you give it your all and you do the best that you can be confident that I tried, that I did a great job, even if it didn't work out to our desired plan. But when you give things your best, when you give it your all, you can have a smile on your face. You can be happy because at least you did it. You don't have that internal struggle of thinking, I wonder what would have happened. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. And those things will drive you crazy as you get older. I wonder what would have happened if I really went for it. So let's not sit on the sidelines thinking about what we want to do or what we could do. Do it. Think about how much is this going to cost me? How much time will I need? And then go for it. Make that plan. And what is important along the way of a goal is to have accountability partners, supporters. And it does not have to be the people that are your relatives. It's maybe somebody in business, maybe somebody acquaintance that you have met on social media. But it's important to have yourself some accountability partners that will keep you on the course, that will keep you focused, that's going to check on you, that will encourage you, because it can't be all inside of us. Yeah, we can be excited and we can be consistent and do all of the things, but we're humans and we get discouraged and we hit walls and roadblocks. And when people say things, it can get us down and get us discouraged. So we want to do more than just having a plan and getting into action. We need accountability partners, we need support, we need mentors, you need coaches, you need all of these people to keep you focused. See? Because we're going to be successful. You're going to go for what is yours. And that's what I wanted to say to all of you. Go for what is yours. If something has come to your mind, then that means that you're capable of getting it. You're capable of doing it. And when I speak to you all, I also am speaking to myself, because I have things in the background that I'm working on, and I'm walking in silence and I'm minding my own business. But also at the same time, I have a plan. I journal every day. I have conversations with myself. I write down 3 to 4 things every day that I'm going to accomplish. And then I do it and I check it off my list. And if I accomplish those 4 things, and I still have time in the day, maybe I'll add one more thing to it. But you got to have a plan. You got to show up for yourself. You got to do all of the things. And if you're having trouble accomplishing a task, don't let yourself drown. Seek help. Ask for help. Get support. But don't just let yourself drown You have to humble yourself. You have to seek support. You got to ask questions. Those are all the things that are so important for all of us. Hey, realist, how are you doing? PMC says, every day is a challenge, but all can be conquered. Of course. There's always going to be challenges. There's challenges of the mind, there's challenges of the spirit, there's challenges dealing with other people, navigating, interpersonal relationships. Yeah, it's a major challenge because some people are just aggravating, very aggravating, and other people are just very judgmental, toxic. They bring that toxic energy. So you got to keep yourself around those people. I mean, keep yourself away from those people, because if you don't, they will pop a hole in your balloon. They will take all the wind out of your sail. They will make you feel like you can't do anything. You have to be very careful and mindful of who you share your dreams with. Because I have to tell you guys that since I've stopped telling people what I'm trying to do and just do it, giving my own self permission, having a pep talk with myself on a regular basis. I do that every day. Marlene, today we're going to do this and this and this, and we're going to stay on target. We're going to stay focused, and we're going to take breaks and rest, but we're not going to stop. And that is a really big deal for me, is not feeling that you have to go full steam ahead all the time. Yeah, take breaks, rest, have some fun in between, but then you get back on track. What happens with a lot of people is they just go for it, put their foot on the gas, but they never let themselves slow down, enjoy the journey of what they're learning, and things that they're doing. You do have to, along the roadway, celebrate yourself. Tell yourself, I'm doing great. I'm so proud of myself. I'm really rocking it. Pat your own self on the back. Celebrate your wins, big and small. I had a great friend, Gio, who told me this recently, because I don't know why, but I have this problem with celebrating small wins, because I'm not exactly where I want to be. So I don't know if there's any gems who are like me as well, that you want to celebrate when you get that big thing or those things that you want to achieve. But along the way, if you overcame something, maybe self-doubt, or maybe staying consistent, maybe your problem is procrastination, whatever your issue it is that is getting in the way of you being successful with your plans, and you overcome that, you need to applaud yourself, pat your own self on the back, because other people on the outside don't know what you have overcome, what you have achieved, but you do. I think that's something that's so important. Hey, Kristen, how are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Monday. Happy first day of September. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I appreciate everybody who is here hanging out on this busy Monday. Anybody have any fun plans for the day? Let's see what PMC says. A good push from people that genuinely want to see you thrive is a great boost to receive. And it is. It's wonderful to have people on your team that will push you to succeed, that will remind you of your potential. And I love that. I don't have a lot of people, but I do have 3 or 4 people that always encourage me. They speak life over me. And that's very important for anything that you're trying to do. You have to have other people that tell you, stay the course. You're almost there. You're doing amazing. I'm proud of you. Keep your head up. Keep fighting. And also, we have to have our own self talk, encourage and empower our own self. There's nothing that I can do. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. And if you get tired, take a break, pause, reset, think about it, and then get yourself right back up and stay the course. Don't get off track. Don't get discouraged, because discouragement is one of the hardest things when you're trying to achieve a goal. I've had three goals that I have crushed recently, and I know that it is because I have amazing accountability partners. I have an amazing coach and mentor, and I have wonderful loved ones that pour into me. And I'm grateful for that. One thing that kind of stopped me from accomplishing my goals was me. I am, I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but I'm probably, yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna go and just say it for what it is. I'm a perfectionist. I like things for to happen exactly how I want them to happen. And in this life, you're never gonna have that perfect. You're never gonna have the perfect situation. There's always gonna be things in the way. There's always gonna be negative people. It's always you're always gonna be tired. Let's just say that and get that out the way. You're always gonna be tired. You're always gonna need probably more money to achieve what you want, but don't let that stop you. You know, like I've said before, and I think I've shared this with my channel members, if money is your problem to get to your goal, there's many people who they are, I can't think of the word right now, but well, what they do is they fund dreams. You know, they give grants to business owners or to people who need things, but you have to ask for what you want. If you keep saying, I don't have it, so I can't do it, then that means that you don't really want it. Me humbling myself and saying, I can't do it on my own, I need help. And I have no problem what agencies are out there, what companies, and then you'll talk to them, send, fill out the paperwork, but go for it. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Yeah, that's all important. And I wanted to motivate and encourage everybody with that. If you do not have the power from within you, make sure you are supporting yourself by other positive, encouraging, mindful, strong people, not the toxic people, the ones that complain about every single thing, that make you feel exhausted, drained. They bring in negative energy, always jealous, always complaining. You don't need that. You got to remove that yourself from those individuals, because if you want to be motivated, if you want to have high energy, if you want to keep your vibes high, you want to keep your peace on a level ground, you have to stay away from that toxic, mean girl or mean guy energy. You really do. Some people are just mean and very, very selfish. And there are things in this life that we have to make about ourselves, and that does not make you selfish. If you have a goal, if something that you want to do, then you got to do it for yourself, because you're important, valuable, and more than enough. And I remind myself of that, and I vibrate in that space, and I speak empowerment over my life every day and everybody who is connected with me. I speak empowerment over them too, because when your circle, when your team, when your squad is leveling up and you see them growing and doing great things and crushing goals, that motivates me. And that's the reason why it's so important to have people around you that are focused as well and are happy and doing good things for themselves. So that way you can look at them and be inspired, not jealous, be inspired by the people around you to go for yours too. Oh, they did it. I can do it too. Level up, everybody. Okay. Thank you so much, PMC. I appreciate you. We each have to level up. We each have to level up and do better and be better, because this life, it's a really big challenge to stay the course. There's frustrating things that happen, money problems, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm just speaking for myself. Things are so expensive now. Everything has gone up in my area. All my bills have increased between $50 to $100, every single bill. So it's like my water bill is higher, everything, water bill, light bill, groceries, gas, everything costs more. And for that reason, I had to come to this space of saying I need to do better with my budget. How am I wasting money? What things can I cut back on so that I can be able to have more money to fund my dreams and to take care of myself in a better way? So those are some of the things that I wanted to encourage everybody on that too. It's never too late. It's never too late for us to, reset. It's never too late to encourage yourself. You have never gone too far. You've never come too far away from your dreams. What is inside of you is meant to be for you. So go for it. Remember, we are the only ones that can say whether we can do something. And we also are the ones to say when we don't. If you tell yourself, I can't do it, I won't do it, I'm too old, I don't have enough money, nobody supports me. Well, guess what? Suck it up, everybody. Do it for yourself. Put on your big girl panties, put on your big boy drawers, and be grown. It's time to remove ourselves from that toxic energy, that toxic talk of saying we can't do things. Let's stop that. It's Motivational Monday. It's time for us to empower our minds and to be confident in ourselves. It's not going to be easy, but every day I'm going to work on one, two, three things and get one step closer to my goal. I'm going to step up for me. I'm going to take better care of my health by the way I eat, making sure I'm getting my sleep, removing myself from toxic people, and learning and growing and being my best self. Making sure you're not surrounding yourself by toxic energy is one of the best ways to keep yourself motivated and inspired. We cannot be motivated around toxic people, but around mean people, people who are users and very disrespectful. There's so much disrespectful people, and you have to be conscious of that. You have to pay attention to how others are impacting you. And when I really was thinking about how much my relatives were driving me crazy, like literally, oh, it's exhausting. It's really exhausting to deal with people who are just mean. They're mean, they want you to help them, but they're never willing to help or support you. So keep those people away from you. And I've said it before, I don't do with the group events anymore. I don't waste my time. I don't waste my money on people who would never extend their hand to help me. I have found that people who don't even know me, people who are strangers, people who are all on the streets would be willing to help me more than the people that I have poured so much time, money, and energy into. But that's okay, because for everything, it's a lesson for us to learn. We have to make better choices, and we have to change the way we think. And the way we think is we need people, and we don't. Stop thinking you need this person or that person to help or support you. What you need is to support yourself. What you need is to put on your own oxygen mask and be there for yourself. You know, that's so important. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the likes, everybody. That's so important for us to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. I want you guys to do that. Take care of yourself. Put on your own oxygen mask. Be there for you, because nobody knows what you're going through like you. And that's one of the things that I love to reevaluate my life. If I have hit a standstill, not taking care of my physical health. And I asked myself, why am I not taking care of myself? And usually it's because I'm just, number one, being lazy, procrastinating, making excuses. I got too comfortable. And then it's time for me to wrangle myself up, reel myself in. Like, this is not acceptable. Okay? Oh, you can rest later on. If if there's an excuse, there's always going to be one, right? We always can make an excuse about something. Oh, we're tired. Yeah, we'll always be tired. We'll always be going through something. There'll always be situations. But how much do you love yourself? How much do you friend yourself? And what are you willing to do in order to get the life that you want? And I am the type of person that you guys just see um, a mirage of the things that I'm doing. I keep myself very busy. I have my social media, I have my job, I have my business, and then I have my social media platforms that I'm running. So I keep myself operating multiple streams of income because you never know. I always think about what if a day comes where I cannot get up and do anything? What can I do then? That's the reason why I keep my business going and I keep my social media, because while it's not a lot of money, it's still better than zero that I would have if I didn't have a backup. So I encourage anybody that if you don't have a backup plan, if all you have is a job, for you to think about what else can I do to generate some income just in case. So you can start funding your emergency account, and you can start funding some other things that you want. Your just in case, your rainy day fund, or if I'm not able to work for the next month or two, say something happens, you could hurt your foot, or anything can happen where you'd be incapacitated and you're not capable of working. Would you be okay if you couldn't work for the next 30 days? That's where I want you guys to be thinking about those things, because part of loving ourselves and being mature is thinking ahead in the future. Even if it's just little small things, saving $5 or $10 every week and putting it into an account. So it's not a lot, but guess what? $5 or $10 a week. There's 52 weeks in a year. You could have um, close to, what's that? That would be about $400 if you're putting $500 a week into, I mean, $5 a week for the whole year. You could have over $500 if you just can put $5 away. And I think majority of us could save $5 a week. I just think about skipping that extra latte or coffee or snack, and just saying one time for the week, I'm going to think about my just in case I can't work, just in case I'm having problems, just in case something happens with my job. I got a little backup, I got a little cushion that's going to help to support me. It's just something for us to think about on this motivational Monday. Think about what's going on in your life. Do I have a backup plan? Am I okay? Will I be able to keep myself okay until I can actually return to work? Or say something goes on with your car, with your truck, and you need to buy something. Would you be okay? Or say you need tires, something, whatever it is. Everybody can always use an extra 500 to $1,000. So just think about small, simple things about how you can cut back to fund your dreams. And it's just small little things. For me, I cut back on getting drinks outside, and I show up prepared. Anything that I'm doing, if I'm going to go to an event, if I'm going to work, I'm going to wherever, I walk with my drink. I walk with a snack. I walk with whatever it is that I was going to eat for lunch, instead of going and spending 15, 20, $30 outside. I think about it before I leave home. How can I be prepared so when I do get thirsty, when I do want that drink or that snack, I already have it covered. Just something to think about on this Motivational Monday. Oh, we just hit our 30 minutes. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I wish you all the best to all of my Gems family. Keep your head up, be positive, take care of yourself. Let's make better decisions emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, so that we can be the best person because we love ourselves and we're more than enough. We think, we're mature, we plan, we heal, and we have a commitment to ourselves for prospering, for elevation, and for us to be our best self. You can be your best self, but you got to make the good decisions. You got to plan. You got to do the right things for yourself to take care of your physical health, your mental health, and your financial health. Okay, guys, I will tap in on the next one on tomorrow. We will be I'm going to be doing a looping live probably around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you guys then. Everybody have a great rest of your holiday or the rest of your Monday, and I'll tap back in then. I am Life with Marlene, your Florida vlogger, life coach, motivational speaker, and positive mindset shifter because we think about the future. We think about how we can be a better form of ourselves so we can live our best life. So, love your life and live your life. I'll see you guys then. Bye, guys.